I made a dumb mistake driving a BMW, and I will never make that mistake again. I was basically driving my car, and someone behind me was just beeping at me, even though I was going speed limit. So in general, like you have those people sometimes, and usually they piss me off, and I get annoyed at them. But anyway, this guy's beeping at me. I'm like, I don't care, man. I'm gonna go the speed limit. So we're continuing to go the speed limit, and then the road splits from one lane into two lanes. And as soon as it splits into two lanes, he like basically takes it into the other lane and just like basically slams his accelerator to basically like overtake me. And I don't know, it was just something about that day. I was actually on call with a friend of mine. Like it was playing through the car, so I wasn't on my phone, but it was playing through the car, and I was on call. And this dude just like slams his things, and I don't know, for some reason I was like, you know what? Usually I'm in like a really shit Nissan car that I have. It's like a Nissan Pulsar, probably cost like 3 grand off Facebook Marketplace. It's not a good car, but on that day I was in my dad's car, and my dad has like a Beamer, which is like an X5, like it's a BMW SUV. So like if you touch the pedal, it just vroom vroom, like it can do that. So that day I was like, you know what, F you, dude. The guy who was trying to overtake me. And what I did is I stayed in my lane, but I pressed the accelerator just enough that I kept like side by side the guy that was trying to overtake me. And, you know, like I just did that for the entirety of that 200-meter probably stretch. And at this entire time, I've now stopped talking in the car because my friend's still talking on the car. And I'm like, bro, just give me 2 minutes. Just shut up for a sec. And yeah, like I just like literally, I basically increased the speed of the car and just like also slammed my accelerator, and just drove. There was like a bend coming, and I drove through the bend. Because I'm such a great driver. No, I'm not. But yeah, I basically just didn't let the dude overtake because it was pissing me off because he was beeping at me. When like I was driving the speed limit, and then eventually those two lanes became one, and he was behind me, and he started beeping at me again, and I felt great. However, I basically got a lecture and schooling from my friend Archer, who was in the car, because I told him, I was like, hey bro, this like idiot like did this and I did this, and he was like, hey man, you're an idiot too, because you basically could have provoked him to have road rage. And Loki, I've heard the word road rage so many times, but I didn't really know like what it exactly means. And it could mean a host of things. One thing it could mean is like, what if that dude was like, you know what, F you, and like actually crashed his car into mine on purpose? In that case, like, I'm effed, like from a safety point of view. And also just like, it would wreck the car, right? And I could tell like, he was in another SUV, but definitely wasn't a Beamer. Regardless, it was a dumb mistake that I made. And when I really reflecting on that mistake, I realized that the reason I did that is because I let this dude influence my emotions so easily. And the reason I'm telling you this is when you start to change your decision making processes and your decisions, and when you start to do things uh, because other people are basically able to hit your buttons that easily, it just basically shows that like you're weak emotionally. Like that's what it showed to me. And it was some self-reflecting that I had to do, some thinking that I had to do to basically be like, hey, next time, what's more important to me? Naval Ravikant says, wisdom is basically the ability to know the long-term consequences of your decisions. So be more wise. And if I like really thought about the long-term consequences of that decision that day to not let that guy overtake and basically, like keep up to his speed and basically like, make the like take the piss out of him like he was trying to take the piss out of me, it could have ended badly. So yeah, I will never do that again. You should never do that again. And yeah, don't let others uh, don't let others influence your decision making and influence the way you operate that easily. And yeah, take a chill, prioritize your safety, prioritize your health, and hey, if someone beeps at you, let them overtake you. Okay, like it's this video is more a message to myself rather than anyone else. But yeah, let them overtake you.